y'all? What's cracking like it? What's going on with y'all? Antasia, Shabria, Armour here. So welcome to Where Travelers Simply Glow. So I want to get into a topic right quick. So, okay, when we think about $500, okay, what does that $500 mean to you? When you say $500 and you put it in your bank account, I want you to think about what that is going to allow your future to look like. Your future is going to look like available for clients, available for a future shopping spree, available for attracting my dream home. Okay, hold on. Think about the first two, okay? My clients, okay? My wardrobe, cool, all right? When I think about how I envision my daughter, I can see that the $500 has attracted one of these homes that I have been dreaming about, how I wanted to have a specific designer and architect do our closet. I can see from the $500 having that type of attraction spirit so that we can sign particular type of contracts. I can see having family members in there that are my own, okay, including my hubby, who I prefer not to have kids outside of marriage. How we have our Thanksgivings and our weddings and our photos and our trinkets and these things that are an embodiment in this particular home. This is what this $500 symbolizes and attracts. It's a seed. It's a seed that we grow when we begin to understand ourselves more deeply, fully, more in alignment. As we grow older, more in years, ages, wisdom. When we act this way, we draw attention and garner favor from the Most High, from those who are around us, from onlookers, from ourselves, from people who doubted us. They become believers. From people who wanted to see us fall, they become friends. From our frenemies who wanted us to be so down and out, they actually become hopeful spectators. From people who really thought that we was going to be down and out and just fall off forever, have now become some of our biggest fans. From people who really just thought that we were going to be down and out, this $500 has become symbolic of a future beautiful self that we have entered into, like a Gandhi, with people rooting and cheering us on every step of the way. So we have affirmed that over our lives, we have affirmed that these things are coming. We have affirmed that we are worthy of these things. That $500 can signal a paid off vehicle, a career of our dreams, a daughter who's intelligent, who talks with a grace that was never heard or seen before as of yet. That $500 that you have saved so diligently to work so hard for can symbolize 5, 6, 7, 8 different bricks inside of the home that you're making sure that you continuously grow into a fund for down payments of the home that I desire to build within the next 10 years or less. I desire to have an IRA or a Roth account that is well endowed with retirement funds. And this $500 is a signal that I will have these things. So think about your $500 and how you can accumulate it. And just by starting with that one savings, I want you to make a list of like 10 things plus, if that's possible, when you get a second. And put down what that symbolizes, what that is an embodiment of. Even that intentional minimalist is such a mindset for an abundant thought process to manifest. That is something that my ladies, that my girlies who have that radiant confidence that you glow day in and day out about, because that $500 signals that you are glowing, that you are rising with prosperity. I have a goal that I keep in mind for my IRA account. By 2025, I want to have this much saved. By 2026, I want this much saved. By 2027, I want this much saved. By 2028, I want this much saved. By 2029, I want this much saved. By 2030, I want this much in this particular IRA account. And that's what you have to do. You have to sit down with yourself and you have to really figure out what it is that I want these bank accounts to look like. and it's really difficult. You think that you'll gain interest, 70% interest from the prior year. Okay, well, what does that number look like? Write that number down and manifest that number by continuously adding and keeping that number in your mind as you go throughout your days. Bring that day up, bring that year up. When that day is here and you have hit that number, what does that day look like for you? What is that day going to entail for you and your family members? For those people who have been closest to you and have put you on in their own rights and ways, what does that look like for some of those people that are going to witness that moment as well? Think about what that is going to feel like for all of you, all that's involved, each and every last party. When you pay your car off, what is that rudder going to look like and feel as though you've driven on that time in your particular tire? When that date arrives, that manifestation is a comparison moment. This is what I had envisioned it looking like, and this is what it actually looks like now that the day is here. What are the stark differences? Is it a little more rusted? Is it a little less rusted? When you have a car wash, that final one after you paid the car note off, and that's what your $500 symbolizes. Was the day rainy, sunny? Was it windy? Okay. Did your hair blow in the wind? Did you find a moment of relaxation in that final car wash like a kid? Was that something that you have been dreaming for, looking forward to for how long? Did you journal that particular day? If so, what was it that was that particular journal entry that really captured your spirit, that was on your mind for the past few days? What was the final thought as you walked away? What did that look like as you drew closer to wrapping up the final payment? What was your career entering into as the car payment, the final one, drew to a close? What was going on and taking place when you were really able to enter that moment where your packages are here? You've been saving that $500 signal, the dream wardrobe that you've been looking at. Okay, now that it's here, what did that day give? Was the carrier sweet? Were the neighbors waving and saying hello? Was the dogs barking? Was the birds chirping? Were the trees swinging in the leaves that they had going on? Were they extra green that day? Was it fall? Was the car that was coming around the corner purple, blue, or green? Was it a person who was so into what they was thinking about that they mindlessly gave you away, but you knew that they were sincere, that something was really happy and you just happened to have confidence was enough of a manifestation of a blessing for you to smile and be grateful for what it was that they did give you? What did that day look like when you did actually receive the moment where you were allowed that specific promotion? Was the day gray? Was that day dark? Did your mother call you? Did she have that sense that something was going on and they called first? Did your hubby give you a kiss on the cheek as you walked out the door to receive it that particular day? Were you extremely happy? Did you have a really big smile on your face? Did you wear the color purple? What was your attitude as you stepped into the office and you shook hands with this lady? That $500 can have a monumental, abundant impact on you, your company's thoughts. Was the company in a really high pivotal moment and you brought it 10 notches up closer to its end goal for the year, so you helped it scale? That handshake can symbolize what that means, that's why you seen it when you sit Tasia. So when you have those moments there and you are really looking forward to making everything happen according to your will, have that happy face. What did that happy face look like? What particular pen did you have when you're thinking about all of the things that you got going on? Was that pen something that was felt tip when you signed your contract for your dream $500 day that was a replica of all of the things that you had there? Think about those things. All right, y'all. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you are like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all again on the next one and figure out what your $500 represents and looks like as that particular moment rolls around the block. Remember, time waits for no one.